Hello, Luke! How are you and where are you? No, this is a terrible line. Yes, she's here. She's having breakfast. OK, I'm listening. So you'll be here tomorrow? That's wonderful. Just a layover? How long for? An hour? Is that all? Luke, you're really breaking up now. Yes, I'll make sure she's there. Luke? Bye. Luke? Ooh. Sounds like he's speaking from an underground cave. Your dad has got a short layover between flights tomorrow at Leeds Bradford and he'd like to see you.
That'd be nice.
Great.
I'll have to land some transport out. Laurel, are you busy tomorrow? I'd take her, but...
I'd love to. That's all right.
Thanks, Laurel.
Good morning.
Morning, Angel.
Coffee, toast, some reading materials.
Miss, I don't believe I ordered the ulterior motive. Oh.
I like this one. It's got 3 bedrooms, new kitchen, garden, delightful aspect.
Well, it's a definite possibility, I suppose.
Well, I'm so glad you said that because I've got an appointment to view at 11.
Ah, problem.
What?
Right. Ready to land a couple of whoppers?
Look, it'll still be here tomorrow. We could go then. Oh, you wouldn't begrudge a man his time with nature, would you?
Suppose not.
Oh, I say! I didn't know I was going to be breaking fast with Squire Blackstock. I'd have come over all Lady Chatterley.
Careful. I thought you weren't supposed to be lifting with that arm.
Oh, no, you're right. Thank you. It's my painkillers, you know. I'm addled. Oh, no, not more houses. Look at the price of them. And it doesn't stop when you exchange contracts. What did your dad used to say? Owning a house is like having a leaky bucket. You're always having to put something in.
Yes, but it'll be our leaky bucket, and that's all I care about.
All right, come on, you. Can't keep the fish waiting. Here we go.
Bye.
Bye.
I think if you go through Rylstone, yep, and then pick up the A65 at Skipton.
Oh, right, yeah. I see.
Good grief. Every picture tells a story.
That sofa is definitely a sofa. It is not a bed.
Well, if you're too scared to ask Steph to leave.
I'm not too scared.
What, you're not too scared of?
Nothing. I'll get it, will I?
Excuse me. God, why's he got such a long boat race? He's missing his bed, Steph. Ah, bless.
Although, he is right. It's hardly ideal, is it? 6-foot curate on a 4-foot sofa.
No. I suppose it might help if I shifted out.
Well, obviously.
Say no more. I know I've overstayed a very, very warm welcome. But I hope you know how grateful I am, Ashley, to you and Ethan. You know, for taking me in when nobody else would have touched me with a barge pole. I'll never forget it, you know.
It's the least we could do.
No, the least you could have done was absolutely nothing. So thank you.
Jasmine, Darren Hopwood says, are you coming out?
I hope you're not planning on getting into trouble with Daz.
Is that something you can actually plan?
I mean it.
Oh, Ashley, leave.
Bye!
Look, wagon's here.
Great stuff.
Hey, what's in the menu?
Oh, I'd be careful what you eat today. After that carry on yesterday, you'll be lucky if I haven't poisoned yours.
Stop your yapping. Let's have a look at the grub.
Oh, what's that? What's it look like?
Like you spent £2.50 at Viv Windsor's shop. We can't go fishing on smoky bacon, crisps and biscuits. We've got company coming, you know.
Who? The Queen? Hey, she's partial to a packet of cheese and onion.
I think I'll just go back and read.
No, just hang on a minute. Don't move.
Marvellous. Why can't they make boxes strong enough to do the job they're supposed to do? Thank you.
Are you okay?
I'm just having an off day. I think I'm allowed one, with everything that's going on. I've decided to stand up and be counted, and then we'll see.
Well, what have you done? And so you can't take much more?
I'm asserting my rights as a grandparent.
What have you got? Did you just steal that?
Who said you're bored? Come on.
I've just received a very strongly worded telephone conversation from Mrs. Windsor's solicitor. She's requesting formal access to Jean.
You tell them no.
The request comes from Jean's grandma. There's no mention of Scott.
Neil, they come as a package, believe me.
Can I level with you? By denying her access, you look vindictive. You're making Mrs. Windsor a victim.
But I just don't understand how this helps.
Look, having met the delightful Mrs. Windsor, I can quite understand your reluctance. But it might do you some good. So, what are our conditions?
It's just one. Okay, Viv can see her and Donna if she wants to, but I don't want Scott anywhere near my daughter.
Fair enough.
Go on. You've hardly had any.
Because it tastes like mouthwash.
So? It's booze.
Ugh. You could at least got a nice bottle of wine.
Yeah, well, I like it. But then, I like most booze.
Really? Such as?
Everything. I like lager, cider, gin. I bet they don't let you do anything at your posh school.
Have you ever even been to a boarding school? You know, last term, all the upper six brought back Polish vodka from the field trip and had a party.
Yeah, but I bet you weren't even invited.
Oh, French fancy, that name.
Oi! Saleswoman of the century. I cannot believe you finally got rid of that creme de menthe. Even Shadrach Dingle didn't take it with him when he cleaned me out, and who'd have thought he'd got limits, eh?
I once got drunk on that stuff. Looks the same coming up as it does going down.
It wasn't me who sold it.
Well, neither did I. Oh, great, we've been robbed. Again. I mean, is there a sign above the door saying free booze here? And there was one of us in the shop all day.
No, except when you were bringing in the new stock and I was in here.
Of course. It was that Hotwood hoodlum. He was hanging around. It was him.
We don't know it was him.
Well, who else would it have been? And it wasn't just him. Ashley's frumpy little niece was there. Whatever happened to thou shalt not steal?
Well, I best go and find him then.
And what flipping good would that do? Nobody ever listens to you.
Can't talk, sorry, emergency, Nicola.
I didn't want to talk to you anyway.
What's going on? Where'd you get that booze from?
From a shop.
You got served, whatever.
I nicked it, didn't I?
For her? She's been here for 5 minutes and she's got you on the rob already. Cheeky cow. You can go now. What are you doing with her anyway? You're not that desperate, are you?
I'm sorry I intimidate you so much.
What?
Well, I mean, you're so threatened by me. That's what all this is about.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Run along.
You know, it's sad, really, but I totally understand. Your life is so...
So what?
Well, pathetic.
Go on.
Well, I mean, here you are, stuck with a baby you never wanted. Oh, that must be pretty awful for a start. And I can't imagine you're going to do very well at school with everything. So, it looks like you're stuck here forever. You know, I really couldn't imagine anything worse than being stuck in this boring village where everyone thinks you're just another stupid teenage mum.
You think you're so clever.
I mean, even your own mother didn't want to stick around this place.
You don't know what you're talking about.
She didn't even want you.
You're so going to regret saying that. I should have smacked you the first time I saw you.
Look, there's no need to fight. I don't mind being shared.
Shut up, Daz. Shut up. Don't tell him to shut up.
Well, you did.
Yeah, I know him. You don't. You've been here for 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's long enough to make you jealous.
Oh, you see, there you go again, thinking you know everything. Well, you don't. What makes you so special, anyway? Where's your mum and dad? Couldn't they be bothered with you? So you go to your posh school, so I see your ugly mug every day.
It's not like that.
Isn't it?
No. My mum's coming back!
You're so dead! Stop!
Debbie, get off her! Get off her! Get off! Get off!
Who started this? The shooting! The lying cow to the shine your mouth up! Dad! Don't just sit there! Stop it! I don't believe I'm saying this!
understand it. He can muster more excitement over monkfish than mortgages.
He just doesn't want to rush things.
What rush? We've been engaged forever. And it's not like money's an issue.
Maybe he wants to shop around.
You don't shop around for houses, Leslie. You fall in love with it and hang the expense.
Look after the pennies.
You're no use at all.
I found her. Vivian. Mrs. Windsor!
I'm sorry about the theft, Mrs. Windsor. It won't happen again.
We'll see that it doesn't.
Great! So no need to take this matter any further.
Oh, I don't know. A theft is a theft.
Yeah, but she didn't actually steal anything. Daz was the one who...
It was nothing to do with Daz. It was my idea. But perhaps if I was to pay you back, out of my allowance.
I suppose that will have to do.
Thank you. Right, you and me need to talk. Come on. All right. Here, what happened to you?
Nothing.
She's fine, she's fine. Good day.
2 teas? Ready?
Certainly.
The dentist didn't like it. Hey!
Hey, before future. Oh, at least get us some pork scratchings.
Yeah, can I have some of that? Oh, you lot must have cast iron stomachs.
Asbestos, English standard issue.
So, Sam, how's the food in Norfolk?
There's lots of eggs.
Yeah, well, you do live on a chicken farm, Sam.
More important, what is the boozer like?
Dunno. We live miles away from everything.
Including the pub? You don't live within walking distance of a pub? How would you manage?
We'll stop in.
Oh, it's unnatural.
But there's other things you two can get up to.
I couldn't stand it. Not even had a naked Viv Windsor at my disposal.
Hey!
What do you mean?
Your cheek looks really red. Debbie must have really slapped you.
It's fine.
Thought you handled Viv very well. Very grown up. Certainly took the wind out of her sails.
It was the right thing to do.
You see, that's why I don't understand what I saw. What were you and Debbie fighting about?
Nothing you'd understand.
I know I must seem very ancient to you, but I do remember what it was like to be your age.
Look, it was between me and Debbie.
Come on. You can tell me.
Well, is it okay if I don't?
Yeah.
And I'd prefer it if you didn't tell Uncle Ashley about this.
Me and Ashley don't like to keep secrets. He's very understanding. It's his job. And I know he cares a great deal for you. You can tell him anything at all.
Such as?
Well, I don't think he realised how disappointed you were this morning.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You thought your dad was going to come and stay.
Look, if you think I'm going to cry and tell you how abandoned I feel, it's not going to happen. My mum and dad are busy people, I understand that. I always have.
Doesn't mean you've got to be happy about it, though.
I'm not unhappy. But please don't try and analyse me. You don't know me and you probably never will. I'm not going to be around here long enough for that.
All right. That's how you feel.
Yeah, it is. Now, if you are going to tell Uncle Ashley, I'd quite like to get it over and done with.
I've had a fabulous morning. My day ache all over. I've been planting bamboo in the old memorial garden.
That's really thoughtful of you.
Well, don't worry, it's going to be beautiful, and I'll have it all finished before I go away.
Go? Where?
Well, I was told in no uncertain terms this morning that it was a full house at the vicarage. So I think it's about time I packed up my troubles in my old kit bag and moved away.
What? Move away from the village?
Dad, I've got nowhere to live. Especially with B&B out of action.
You know my plans.
Oh, yeah. It does seem a shame, though. You know, the B&B being half empty when it's the height of the season.
Oh, well, you'd have it fully booked, would you?
I always managed it before. But don't worry, you've made up your mind. We won't talk about it.
Hello, you two. Where have you been then?
The swings. Ashley, we need to talk.
Can we do this later? Meeting with the bishop, and I'm already late.
Yeah, no, yeah, I suppose so.
Bye.
Well, looks like you've had a lucky escape, isn't it? Go on then, maybe, I don't know, go to your room or something.
Everything okay?
Who invented teenagers anyway?
I believe that one's down to God. What's happened?
Well, our saintly Jasmine stole a bottle of creme de menthe today.
You?
Yep. And then she ended up in a fight with Debbie Dingle. And when I try and do the right thing and tell Ashley, he disappears.
Okay, calm down. Looks like you've had a bit of a day of it.
Yeah, well, I have. And even then I've got to report back to Ashley.
I mean, does he even need to know?
Well, she is his niece.
True, but you're the one who's obviously been doing all the running around after her.
You noticed?
Look, is Jasmine sorry for what she's done?
Well, she's apologised to Viv and she's going to pay her back, and I don't think she's going to be brawling again anytime soon, so...
So, it sounds like you handled it naturally, like a pro.
Thanks.
Look, you've done everything that needs to be done, so why bother Ashley with it? I mean, what's he going to do, make her apologise again?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's all sorted, isn't it? Yeah, thanks, Ethan.
Hey, any chance of you roasting up a plate of chips?
You don't give up, do you? I'll see what I can do.
Hey, and some pickled eggs.
Oh, hey, he wasn't kidding about the asbestos stomach, was he?
What's up, Sam? Eggs making you think of Norfolk again? No, it's just it's my last day here tomorrow.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Back to the lovely Alice. Aye, and no pub. Oh, I need a cassie.
You all right, son?
Yeah, I just wanted to catch something before I went back. So.
Hey, well, look on the bright side. We've had a bender instead.
But we could always go poaching tomorrow if Callum's not about.
What, disappearing on your last day?
Yeah, I know. It's just that I'm having a really good time being back.
Yeah, I know, son. But you've got a new life to go back to now, and all. It's just as exciting, eh?
Oh, what do you think?
Well, when I suggested a place to relax, I didn't think you'd go this far.
Oh, this is just a start. See, what I'd like to create is an oasis of tranquility. I need a few more shrubs and perhaps another tree. And I thought maybe a water feature. You know, so the sound of tinkling water can soothe the visitor. Well, that'll make them want to go to the loo.
Yeah, well, a lot of people go there to think. Now, is there anything I can do?
No, not really, Dad. Well, not unless you want to go and sit by him and do a little Buddha impression.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to create tranquility. I think more like hilarity, but...
Oh, Dad. Our Tricia would have loved this. Have you thought any more about the B&B?
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
Look, it makes sense.
Well, your last tenure there was hardly a great success.
Yeah, well, I wasn't in the right mind, was I?
But I do intend to sell it.
I know. But it's got to be easier to sell as a going concern.
I suppose.
And it is the height of the tourist season. Why not take one more profit? And it'll put a roof over my head and then we'll both be happy.
Well, I have had to turn business away. Only this morning, Dr. Forsyth.
Well, there you are then.
All right.
Oh, great. One more summer running the Grange. It'll be fabulous. Thanks.
I think you deserve it.
Oh, it's not been that bad. I mean, I don't blame Jasmine for how she is. It's her flipping parents.
Well, I didn't want to say anything to Ashley, but I mean, what were they thinking?
I know, dumping her on virtual strangers. I mean, it's not how I'd choose to raise my children. Some families are weird.
Are they going to be your family someday?
I'm not holding me breath.
thought I knew it all at her age too.
I'm sure we all did. At the age of 14, I announced to my dad that I intended to be a Formula 1 driver, and nobody was convincing me otherwise. Not that he did much listening in the first place, to be honest.
What changed your mind?
I failed my driving test 5 times in a row. I thought it was a sign.
Well, I thought you were a born vicar.
Nice to see you smile for a change.
We're usually frowning then.
Well, of late, ever since the bishop dropped his bombshell, I've seen you pretty down.
Try to shove it to the back of my mind.
Well, if you ever want to talk about it.
No. I usually don't.
I imagine having Jasmine here must have stirred up a few things.
Yeah. Children, really. It's made me think about children.
You say that like it's a terrible secret. Sure, anybody who knows you can see you'll make a great mother.
Really?
I'm just surprised Jasmine hasn't put you off it for life.
No, she's just made me more impatient.
It'll happen.
Yeah, of course it will. Thanks for listening. Good friend, Ethan.